What an electric game. Overtime magic from Quinn Ewers and the Texas Longhorns stunned the Arizona State Sun Devils after the Sun Devils had the Horns on the ropes late. In today's instant reaction video, I analyze this instant classic, but first, one announcement. This channel is going through a rebrand and will be rebranded very soon, if not already, if you are watching this a day or two late. With that being said, subscribe as it is the best and most efficient way to support the channel. Liking the video would help out a ton as it gets this video into the algorithm for more college football fans. Lastly, comment for me right now what your thoughts are to this instant classic game. With all of that being said, now let's dive right into this reaction. First of all, before we get into the comments, I want to say that my play of the game was the interception from defensive back Andrew Makuba, the interception to seal the deal for the Longhorns. With that being said, let's get into the analysis here. As you see the bullet points, we'll start with Arizona State. They lost the line of scrimmage overall. They were getting it back toward the end and they were getting a little bit of push, but overall, they lost the line of scrimmage. And like I say in pretty much every single one of my videos, line of scrimmage is key to winning games. If you do not win the line of scrimmage in this league, you do not win football games. Especially against a team like Texas. Especially against a team like Texas. If they would have scored a touchdown in the first half, they would have won that game. If they would have scored 10 more points in that first half, they would have won that game. So that's my thoughts on the line of scrimmage. The next point, Scatterbo can't do it by himself, but he almost did. He literally did everything himself. Arizona State has no wide receivers of worth that can help him out. Cam Scatterbo was split out wide. He had the most receiving yards on this team by 57 yards. By 57 yards. Malik McClain had only one reception for 42. That was second on the team. Scatterbo had 8 receptions for 99 yards. He literally put this whole team on his back and darn near got them to the semifinals. He ran for 143 yards, 4.8 on average. Took a bit to get going, but then got in. Got in a groove, He almost got himself in, but you need a team around you to beat a team like Texas. It was just not a team. It was just not a group effort enough to win this game. Arizona State, they stole a lot of possessions. They stole multiple possessions. The punt fake was beautiful. I loved it. Great play design. Great call by Kenny Dillingham. By the way, is probably a top 15 head coach. And when you compare him to Deion Sanders, he's in a league of his own. Kenny Dillingham is quite the head coach. And that call was real gutsy, and he did it. The safety, they stole possession there. And the touchdown on 4th and 3, that Scatterbo threw, they stole 3 possessions right there to just keep themselves in this game. Scrappy, just keeping themselves in the game, but it just was not enough. They went, I think, 3 for 5 on 4th down. No, 4 for 6. I think it was 4 for 6. Those 2 or 3 times that they missed on 4th down, that's a possession that they could have stole right there. Just stuff like that just they could not do enough in this game. It was so close. It was so close, but they just could not. Let's go to Texas, who won this game 39-31. If you're liking what you're hearing so far, subscribe to the channel. I would really like to get my subscriber numbers up. But their defensive line was huge. They were getting instant pressure in the first half. I was remarking to myself in the game, while watching the game, the defensive line was getting instant pressure. They were sending 4 guys. They were sending 3-4 guys and getting instant pressure, which is why one of the main reasons why Arizona State, which ties into what we talked about with line of scrimmage a minute or two ago, which is why Arizona State was kept off the touchdown board for so long. Quinn Ewers was very inconsistent in this game. By the way. Ewers was very inconsistent in this game. He missed about 5 deep ball throws. One of them should have been picked. One of them did get picked. One of them was vastly underthrown. Honestly, that one could have been picked. But he missed many deep throws in this game. Many meaning 5. If you miss 5 deep throws, that's a lot. And it just felt like it wasn't going to cut it. And he just did enough. Steve Sarkisian's offense as a whole was very well executed pretty much the whole game. He had a lull in about the fourth quarter, the end of the third quarter, where it wasn't one single unit playing. It just seemed like some people were on the wrong page, what have you. That's just a speculation by me. But this does not forgive Quinn Ewers from being wildly inconsistent in this game. There were the highest of highs and the lowest of lows from Quinn Ewers in this game. The 5 yard rush was elite. He threw some absolute darts in there. The touchdowns in the overtime were just absolute darts. The 2 point conversion was a dart. Everything was a, a dart from that perspective. But when you go to the missed throws, the missed opportunities that they could have ran away with this game. And but the defense cleaned up when it mattered. They rebounded a lot from some of the offensive errors, and they came away with just enough, especially in the first half. The red zone defense was the difference maker. They stopped them on fourth down. They held ASU to field goals, and that's what was key in this game. Their red zone defense just absolutely dominated this game, and just kept field goal touchdowns and turned them into field goals. And that's what won this game for Texas. I've been saying a lot of that, but it is one of the main keys to this game. All right, so that's all I have for today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this game? What do you think of Texas's chances against either Ohio State or Oregon? As I record this, Ohio State has a 14-point lead, so we'll see if that lasts. Like I said, I try and get these instant reactions out before anyone else, the breaking news type thing. I would appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe and comment your thoughts down below. And I will see you guys in the next one.